Good morning. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. So I've been doing a lot of work yesterday, mostly busy work, so I didn't show too much of it. I got some light in here, got 2 plants going now, they're both thriving. I got the temperature up to 18 in here. I'm taking advantage of the current storm to run this heater and get it up to 20. I was in the process of upgrading power. I'm going to do all the mods on my merchandising machines. I got the nickel I need and the copper I need to make constant tan so I can do mods. And then I'm going to go with the tall wind turbines, and I'm going to run the power down here now. I have been mining this out. I'm going to put an elevator here eventually. Much quieter down here. And I got power. Now I found out you can still stack these if you just put a frame around them. You put a frame around them and then you can still stack them. So I'm going to keep doing that until they take that away. But I was in the process of getting ready to make heavy cables, and I was going to bring that down here when the storm hit. So now I'm kind of waiting out the storm. I am going to use a solid generator. As you see, I got some coal. I'll put the solid generator right there and run the heavy cables down there, and initially charge the batteries with that and maybe keep them charged that way. This room is going to be powered pretty much by my 7 now. I ran out when the storm happened. I ran out and disconnected one of these. I think 8's too many. I think 8 would eventually, in one of these strong gusts, probably blow a cable. One of the small cables. Yeah, I got all the small cables out there. So, I ran out when the storm started, disconnected one. I didn't blow any, so I'm okay. Got my helmet open. I almost wish I could take my suit off. I'll probably do that here real quick. But I got it to 20, 19. I got it pressurized. Of course, every time I mine out down here, I got to repressurize there or up here. My oxygen tank is gone. I used all that. I could easily refill that. Of course, it's going to be super cold. And if I put that inside here, then it's going to cool this room off in a big way. But, okay. Well, I'm just waiting for the storm to end when I get... Oh, well, that was good timing. Couldn't ask for better than that. Alright. So let me... I did get 1 potato. When they grow poorly, you usually only get 1. And that's exactly what happened. Alright. So, I got lots of food yet, but I kind of like to hang on to some emergency food. Just in case I have a horrible disaster. So I gotta bleed the air out of here, which I may have already done. I did. Good. So I got to be, for constant tan, I got to be, and you can use the regular furnace for this. I got to be above 20 megapascals and above 1,000 degrees. So that's actually pretty easy. Let's find a place to put that. I don't have a place to put that, so let's go mount that first. I am almost out of jetpack. When I'm mining, I've been using my jetpack a lot, so I gotta remember, before I go mining next, I gotta refill my jetpack, which I could just do with straight cold oxygen, I guess. Ugh. Uh-oh, did I just trap myself? I think I did. I just trapped myself. Interesting. Okay, well. Let's take... And of course there's no... Your batteries run out here. That's got 37 in it. I did make a tool printer so I could make the arc welders. So, and this would be kind of cool, but I can't get it that way. I'll have to put chutes out here eventually. I like to be able to feed this from the inside. But of course, if I want the wire to go inside, then I have to keep the... Well, I could do it this way, I guess. And then put some chutes in it. Oop, I didn't push myself off the edge. Okay. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. And while I'm in this next break that I'm going to take, after I make the Constantan... Oh my. Oh, I got to turn the heater off before this power turns off. Probably warm enough in here anyway. 21. That's good. That'll keep the potatoes nice and happy. And then I can run out here and re-hook up my one cable that I just connected right here. There we go. Alright, so now we run back over here. We put that... What is going on? First off, let's close that. Okay, I don't have any... Weird, okay. Where did I get the spot for... Oh, there it is. I'm losing my mind, sorry. Alright, so let's put this and this. We'll take probably... Let's start with 9 volatiles. Put that in there and evaporate that. And then 3. And ignite that. And then I could put the... Double check one last time here. Copper and nickel. So I put 50 nickel in there and 50 copper in there. That should be good. As long as I'm above 20 megapascals, and I'm probably not yet. No. So that means 3 more volatiles. 1, 2, 3. 1 more oxide. That might boost me up enough. 16. Maybe one more time. Yeah, one more time. I don't want to blow up this furnace in my face here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there's my Constantan. So we'll throw that in here because that's where the mods are going to be. Now let's quickly make some. Okay, I got 3 of those, so I can pile all these in there. Iron, iron. Boy, that looks hot. Whew. Okay, so there's my iron done. Now I have to be careful because if I put gold in there right away, that could get really, really hot. If there's a lot of volatiles sitting in there. I only have 1 copper. So there's the copper. Put that in here. And all I have left is gold and the constant, or the cobalt, which I'm not going to use right away. That's for later. In this world, if you stumble across cobalt, mine it, because it's tough to find.
Power low.
So let's do this real quick. Swap that with that. See what kind of leftover gas in here. So if there's a lot of volatiles in here, I got to be careful. And that's a lot of volatiles. Because this is gonna, so I might have to watch. This could really overpressurize. We'll put the half in first and see what happens. Okay, that wasn't bad. Good. Now, did I get rid of most of those excess volatiles? Not really. But I got a lot of room yet. I got about 20 megapascals, so I should be okay. If not, I'll open the valve real quick. Yeah, we're alright. Okay, so that's all my ore. Close that. I'll just let that cool off a little bit. Okay, so now over here, look up mod, There we go. So that's plenty of Constantine to do this. Takes electrum, which I made, so we're good there. This will probably take forever. It is. Literally gonna take forever. Alright, so I'm gonna make all 3 mods. I don't think I'll make the tool mod yet. I got the tool system over here. I'm not gonna do that yet. So I'll make the 3 mods and I'll come back. I'll tell you, one of the more difficult things, 2 of the more difficult things on this planet about Stationeers mode 1, breathing, when you're in the Stationeers difficulty, because breathing to eat and drink before you get pressurized wipes your lungs out really fast. You have to really be careful. And this. I mean, you wear your suit for a few minutes and boom, you get stinky pants. So that's the 2 things that are really a pain in the neck. Meanwhile, this is at 82%, so I'll be back. Okay, so I got all the mods upgraded. I'm in the process of making some heavy cables. I am running this a lot. I guess these use a lot more power because to charge my batteries to keep my suit okay. I could probably turn it off now that I'm getting more wind. Yeah, green and blue, that's good. But these use more power, I guess, because as soon as I upgraded this one and was using it, these 8 barely became enough. So that's something I might have to look at. What I think I'll do is I'll disconnect this here, and when I bring the power down, then I'd have to use 2 cables. So I don't know, I gotta think about this. I may just upgrade all these eventually to heavy cables and add more of those. Then I don't have to worry about it. Basically, when you're using wind turbines, it's best to not even use light cables at that point. It just becomes too much of a headache. And I have plenty of gold and plenty of copper, so I can make these. It's just a time-consuming, as you can see, thumpa. But at least I got a full battery now. And just because the wind's blowing heavy, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Other than that, I got to get inside and take my suit off a little bit before, because I start using water and food faster if I don't watch this. But there we go. So I'm going to make probably about 100 of these, and then we'll get started wiring everything up downstairs, deciding if I want to go with a wire down and a wire back up, which I think I might do. All heavy cables, just to there we go. It's starting to discharge again. Of course, there's no wind, but with that running, it goes down pretty darn fast. 92. There's a couple things I can maybe do. I think I got this on. That doesn't use much, but it does use power. And do I have this on? No, I turned that off. I probably got to do this for a little bit anyway. Oh, that's got seeds. Okay, well, I'm going to let it there for now. So I got 4 potatoes, so that's good. I could turn this off, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and keep making cables, and I'll be back. That's kind of a mess. Oh, I got my 50. Make sure none of them flew anywhere. Yep, look at that. Alright, now we'll be back. Okay, here's an unusual problem that I wasn't thinking about. As this was venting, which I'm turning off now, it released volatiles, which this thing sucked in. and pressurized my tank with volatiles and all sorts of other nasty gases and overinflated it, so now I'm going to have to do this. And wait till that vents out all that nastiness. Or just make another tank, which might be a smarter thing to do. Or just use this one. I don't have any nastiness in here, right? No. Well, let's just refill this one for now.
Jetpack critical.
Hopefully I don't got... No. Okay, so I got... there's 0 moles of CO2. Why is it even saying that? When does nitrogen freeze? So I'll have to be careful with that. But that, I wasn't expecting that, but that makes perfect sense that I have that venting, and this just sucked it right in and got all sorts of contaminants into my jetpack, which immediately froze at 149, or minus 149. So there's something I wasn't thinking about. I'll be back. Okay, so I got my 3 stack of steel here. Now I need to go in here. I think I have everything over here. I do. Well, this is quick at least. If I can keep up with it. That wasn't too bad. Turn that back off. Oh, I needed to put the steel over here. Oh. Oh. At least it doesn't roll too far over here. Oops. Steel. Yeah. Yeah, that was dumb. This is pretty much one of my least favorite parts of the game. Moving ores around. Now in this game, this build that I'm doing on Europa, this series, I'm going to try and automate everything. I want to be able to sit in a chair and just relax while everything runs itself. That's my goal. It'll take a while to get to that. Need 5 of these. Get up. Okay. Let's get one of these bigger wind turbines going so I can at least... I'm not using much power right now. So... I think it's the welder. How's the battery? And that's been sitting for a while. It's dead. Is that a small battery? Nope, it's a large. Oh, it is a small. Well, that's dumb. I gotta make another larger battery. I must have got swapped in there when I needed something else. Alright, then it's cables. I think it's small cables, although I might be wrong. Might be heavy. Nope, regular cables, and I think it's a screwdriver. There we go. Look at that thing rumble. Alright, so now all I gotta do is run power down here, and I think I gotta go over one and then down. Just the way I set it up. And I gotta go over here, and luckily I have the jetpack for it. Whoa! Too far. Actually going right down to the middle of the window, which is kind of unsightly. But that is where I want it. For now. I'm curious to know how much that's generating. That is the input side. So that battery, for the limited amount of stuff I'm powering right now, should be charging. And I'm down to 5. Took me 40 or 95, yeah, 95 cables to set that up. I better turn these on for a little bit. Turn that off. Take that off because I'm probably getting close to 50 pants. Put that on.
Hydration critical.
What's it doing over there? 95% battery. That's in good shape. Well, we started that one, I guess. Okay, so now my battery system is set up in the rough. This should be charging. I don't have a network test. Well, bet you I do. I bet you I do. Just to see. That's probably it. There it is. So if I click on that, I'm going to get rid of that, so we'll put it up there. And put that in there. Bring that down here. Can I do it from here? Network analyzer, nope. I have to do it from downstairs, apparently. So, efficient battery 39.5. Can't read it because it's too high, so maybe if I go down here. I need the input side. Actual potential, the potential's going down because the actual going down with it. So I think that means it's charging slowly. Those numbers would be going down if it's discharging. So in 170 or 160 watts, that should change to blue. So I think I'm safe. Now that's not going to be that way for long, of course. But what I am going to do is now, my next step, and I'll do that. Ooh, I gotta move that thing. The next thing I'll do behind the scenes is recable all this and cable all those into this, and then take that. Man, that's what I'll take the output through here and go into there. So I'll have everything, because this is just easier. I'll have everything powered from those two batteries downstairs, and everything powering those two batteries downstairs, and that's driving me nuts. And yes, this is almost impossible to get through this door, which is kind of annoying. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So now I just set this down, put my helmet on, turn this off, and then I can deconstruct this and release off all the nasty gases that are in there. Deconstruct this. There we go. All the nasty gases went out there. I can take this and retire this. I'm just going to leave it in here. Take this battery. Put that over here. I got to make another large battery to get rid of that small one. I don't think anybody's ever really explained for new people why you want to put this in front of your doorway. Say if I'm in here and I leave the heater on, early game mainly. If I leave the heater on, and I don't have this here, and I don't generate enough power, I'm not going to be able to get in and out because these doors are going to lose power. So you put a battery here, and you can see even now I'm not generating enough power to run what's going on in there. So if this happened long enough, And this battery ran completely dry. The doors wouldn't have power. That's why I'm going to do this. Because that's a small battery. It's not good to have a small battery in there either. Oh no! Oh, the steel is over here. Phew. I was like, I just made steel! So if I make... I can only have room for one, so let's just make one. You see how that's going down like a brick. Which is kind of surprising, actually. Now, I'll show you what I mean. If this battery runs out, look. Well, it's charging now because it's got enough. But if I turn that off, my doors don't have power and you can't get in and out. So you always want to put one of these in front of the doors to give you some leeway, because they don't use too much power. So a large battery will run the doors for quite a long time. And that's why you put one of these before you power your doors. Otherwise you get trapped. I'm going to leave all that stuff there. Alright, so I got one hooked up. Before the next episode, I'm going to hook up a bunch more. Huh. I have an extra small battery. Okay, we can do that. There's 100%. Of course it's going to die while I'm sitting out there. That's a large battery because I do a lot of mining. This one's probably dead. I haven't used. There's nothing in that one. Luckily I don't weld. Oh wait a minute, what am I doing with that welding? I wonder if I had that in my hand. I don't need that. I thought I threw that. You dummy. That's a wasted spot. I swear I threw that. That's weird. That is kind of bizarre. Anyway, that's got 34, so I can put that in here. Oh, that's a large battery. That shouldn't be there. There's my other large battery. This. I mean, that's a large battery. This is my hand drill. That can be a small battery, so that's good. I could use a large battery in that once that charges. That's close enough, though. I'll swap that out a little bit. Okay. Wasting time. Alright, so battery power improvement is improved. Off camera, I'm going to change all this to heavy cables, route that into the batteries downstairs, run the output of the batteries into this, get rid of this, because I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. So, power upgrades, and tell me what you think. Remember to subscribe and like, and we'll see you in the next episode.